Hey guys, my name is Ayush and welcome to my channel Bored Bipolar. For today's video podcast, I have with me one of my college seniors who is 4 years elder to me, and he is the founder and CEO of a multi-million dollar company. His name is Aditya Agarwal. Thank you so much sir, for having us here.
Nice having you.
Okay, so first of all, the first question that I want to know is, what is the relation between Agarwals and business? Wherever I go, there is Agarwal Sweets, Agarwal Restaurant, Agarwal everywhere, Agarwal Cements, and now you're also Agarwal. So,
I trust me when I have asked that question to myself a lot of times. There's nothing like I'm not.
there is something.
I feel it's just like for me personally. I would talking about me. I'm from a business family. My father was into business. I grew up watching how things are happening. Even our dining table talks were all everything about business. So that what inspired me to be an entrepreneur, and had it made me make a firm decision about following an entrepreneurial career. I feel that is the main reason.
All right. So, let's go through your college journey. So, for those who didn't know, Aditya was in Christ University for a year, then he dropped out, and then he came to our college. This is College of Vocational Studies. So, what was the reason behind the drop here? Did that take a toll on you? What was the reason behind all this?
So right after school, I got lucky and got into the Christ University, BB, Bachelor of Business Management, and I did one semester. I even came second in my class. I was expecting a lot of different things from my college life, but I wasn't able to grab them in Christ because I feel it was more focused towards creating very professional corporate professionals who would work in big MNCs, and there was not a lot of entrepreneurial support that I was getting inside college. That made me, take the decision, and my parents were very supportive in that, to whatever you want in your life.
Okay, and once you came to College of Vocational Studies, was that the support and all that?
Once I first came to the college, I liked the freeness and the freedom that we got in the college. There was not a lot of people were asking questions, teachers, there were not a lot of pressure from of academics. So, but again, I cannot drop second again. So I thought, okay, this time I'll stick on.
You also had a back as far as I know.
Yeah, my first semester I got a back in one of the subjects.
Okay, so I'm also an intern here in this company, so that's the reason that I'm asking you this question.
Yeah.
So I believe that after spending around 1.5 months with you, that you have sort of soft spot in believing and trusting in people very easily. So is that true?
Yeah, that has been, I can say it is a both strength and weakness for me. I'm a very compassionate person. It's all about humans for me. It's all human emotions. How do I connect with people? How do I make a team? And I feel it's, for me, I believe if you do good with people, think very positive about them, you'll get the same in return. So yeah, it is a both strength and weakness.
Okay, so there is a quote which goes like, an entrepreneur is an entrepreneur even before he knows that he's an entrepreneur. So do you relate with this?
Well, in my case, I had made my decision very young age that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I had been doing a lot of different projects since my childhood, since my 8th, 9th standard. So I would say that there were some certain things in my head that I knew I couldn't settle for a 9 to 5 job, and I needed more
Same.
energy in my life and take more risks. So I would say, yeah, that is a true quote.
Okay, so empathy is a word which the entrepreneur Gary Vee, you met Gary Vee. So how was the
Yeah.
experience of meeting Gary Vee? Because he's an absolute idol for me as well.
That was the best day of my life, I would say. Meeting your idol and marketing genius when he was standing there in front of me. That was the first time I feel, is this real? This guy has so much energy I cannot define. From 8 a.m. till, I don't know, I was with him till 11 in the night. He kept on talking to people with full energy and very good, I would say, concentration. Everyone who was talking to him, he was actually replying them. He was actually listening to them, what they were saying. I believe if you match that energy, you can do big deeds in your life.
So this word empathy is not only his wine company, but also says that empathy is very important for a company.
Right.
So how do you relate with this?
I believe, again, like I've said, I am a very compassionate person. It's all about human connect to me. I feel that same thing is followed by Gary Vee, where he feels that what is given to him, what he has done is all, is due to the people around him, is due to the circumstances. He gives a lot of credits to the luck. That what keeps your heads clear and keeps you focused on the goal rather than just whatever you have won in your life or just wasting it all. So I believe empathy is a very big character skill that every good entrepreneur should have and should not take anything for granted, and actually should also not take a lot of credits what has been given to him, because in reality it's luck do matter.
But in contrast, a lot of businessmen and business people say that you need to have a hard heart to for a business, that you need to fire people, you need to be straight on the face.
Right.
So how do you cope up with that part of?
See, at times when you have to be, first of all, I avoid these kind of situations as much as I can. But again, when you have to do the right thing, you have to do it. It's, after all, business come first. It's what something you've been building since a very long time, and you believe your team is working on it. If someone or something is hampering it, you have to take the right decision. I believe there should be the both sides, softer as well as you have to take certain kind of.
So building a company is not easy, especially e-commerce company, because companies like Zara and all that, they were in losses for the first 3 to 4 years, like 30 lakhs per year. They were losing 30 lakhs per year. So how did you think that you can succeed in this field, because you are definitely successful in this field? And did you have enough investment from your family side or investors?
So personally, I started with 20,000 rupees. I got from my mom because my phone screen was broken. That's how it started. That was the only investment I've ever got in my life. It's all about hard work and focusing, and for us, we as a team, we are very focused on efficiency. If we are getting certain cost, we know that we can go further down. Again, it's down, but let's go further down. So I believe just focusing on your KPIs and on efficiency, you save a lot of cost, and that's what differentiates from for us to a normal big giants, because we're very cost effective and we do a lot of efficiency tests within a company.
Okay. So what were your highest highs and the lowest lows in the company? It's been 2.5 years since you started this company. So
highest high, I would say that once, first time we reached a sale of 1 crore in a month, I felt like I was I was in the air. Actually, that feeling is true. Because I never imagined in a short period of time from 20K and I would reach to a 6-figure within a month. So I would say that was the highest high, and that day I was I was sure that this is a very good industry and we can do furthermore. Talking about lowest low was...
no, before that, what was the duration between the 20K and the 1 crore?
8 months. 8 months. So that was that very short period in which we did it. So that again, it was very unexpected, but we were building towards it.
And how many of you were there?
So we had around 10 to 11 people in the company. As in management level, I was the only one doing everything that time. Finance, operations, creative, each and every department.
When was your first hire?
I guess that was in January last year.
After 3 months, 4 months of the company?
6-7 months, 6-7 months of the company. Lowest low would be... luckily, I all the lows, I don't consider them lows, because every time we do something wrong, every time our numbers go down, we realize, okay, that was wrong. So we actually take corrective measures, and we actually sometimes in the morning only, there was something wrong and we would discuss, it's a good news because we found this mistake and we won't repeat it in the future. Good thing that we realized there was a mistake and there's nothing else that is affecting us. I would say, again, talking about lowest low, it would be one of the months last year where it's very materials, when we reached the lowest point of our sale, and we had a big team that point of time, so I was under pressure that how would I bear all the expenses. But luckily we figured out, we worked as a team, we worked 16-17 hours straight and we came out of that situation.
Alright, so do you believe that lowest low was because of the efficiency of your company or market reasons?
I would say both. There were certain things that we realized. It was the first year of the company. There were certain seasonal trends that we didn't know that occurs. So next year, this coming year, we are very prepared for that kind of low that when we'll see. And it was a mixed factor.
So do you believe that against all odds, no matter how difficult the situation is, a company can succeed? from their
Yeah.
lowest lows.
Exactly. It's all about just getting your head straight and just identifying the mistakes that you have done or the market trend. If market trend is there, you have to pivot. You have to change your services. If there is some internal factor, you have to work on it. There's no situation that a company or efficient team can work out.
All right. So you're probably valued at a few $1 million already, and just 2.5 years old. So what is the vision that you foresee for your company in the next, 3-5 years, or maybe 10 years, 10 years down the line?
I honestly don't have a 10-year vision right now. We are a pretty young company. For next 3 to 5 years, what I have realized till now is creating an infrastructure. We are a very owned company where all the ownership and the power lies, I would say ownership and all the entrepreneurial zeal lies in the center of the company. My vision now is to delegate all that entrepreneurial zeal and create an infrastructure where other entrepreneurs come and foster with us. Because the infrastructure that we've created in 2.5 years, I believe you can develop it by sharing it with other people. So that is the vision, getting more people in the organization, having multiple entities and growing the overall e-commerce infrastructure.
Right. Coming to the point of sharing with people, how important are your employees to you in regards to growing the company and emotion infrastructure of the company, the emotion infrastructure?
See, that is my weak spot. As I told earlier, I'm a very human connect kind of guy. I totally believe in human emotions, and that comes first before any kind of factor to me. So I would say my team is a building block of the company. Without them, this wouldn't have been there. And I got very lucky that I found the right people in the very starting age of the company. So going forward, also all the members, all the team members would form a very crucial part, and that is the reason to make sure that there is a development of the company as well as the people inside it. We are forming a lot of policies, a lot of organizational changes, so that we can retain all the talents and at the same time get more talent to the company.
What do you think is your biggest strength? We talked about the weakness, but what is the biggest strength, the trait that clicked for you in the company?
See, I would say biggest strength is never giving up. I have seen a lot of situations, a lot of tough decisions we have taken, and we have seen adverse conditions, and always having that positive attitude inside that everything will be fine, and obsessing over growth, that we can do that, and it happens. So for me, having big vision, big plans, and having that belief that it all can come true is the biggest strength that I feel that I as a person have inside me.
Who is the entrepreneur you look up to?
The entrepreneur I look up to is Mr. Ratan Tata. This guy has been working for all his life. I want to do that. Even after retirement age, he's doing some good infrastructure, investing in a lot of startups, investing in Indian as an economy. So he's my idol.
So you started this company when you were in second year of your college, right?
Yeah.
And by the time you were in third year, you were already doing 1 crore in sales.
Yeah, not exactly in third year. I graduated when I did.
Okay, so what was your environment in your friend circle and all that? Were they positive? Were they negative? So at the start of the company, not at the end.
When I started the company, I got too busy with all the operations and everything, so I didn't get any time to go to college in my third year. But yeah, because I was a part of entrepreneurial society in my college, that gave me attendance and made me connect to the college a lot. And I had a very good. So in terms of friends and societies, I had a very positive feedback from my friends. Even they helped me ideating a lot of stuff. Even I took a lot of help from them as a college. There are a lot of people in our company who are from my college,
including me.
Yeah, so I feel overall there was a very good support system that I got from college.
Okay, so a very popular question. This question also is for me, but so MBA is something which everybody does after, especially in CVS. A lot of people do MBA after graduating from CVS. So what is your viewpoint on MBA?
I feel MBA is good because it gives you certain kind of exposure that you don't get in normal undergrad college. You meet a lot of professionals, you meet a lot of people from new backgrounds. It's a good way, it's a good place to meet people better than you in different skills and garner a lot of information. But I feel in our college, people generally just jump to MBA after their graduation. That what I personally feel is not right. There should be at least 1 or 2 years experience where you know what you're good at, what you want to do, see the real world a little bit, and then specialize in an MBA.
Is it worth for a person who wants to do business?
I feel if the person is good at networking, and it's a good deed for him, because you never know what opportunity you find in a college. So any experience is not a good experience for person who want to do something in life, because anything can come out of anything.
Okay guys, quick change of angle. We have a special appearance. We have sister of Aditya, Aditya Agarwal. She is the CFO of the company and my favorite person in the company as well. Makhan nahi lagana bilkul bhi. This is true. So this is the first brother-sister couple that I have met, which I have not seen not fighting. So why don't you two fight? What is the reason?
That should be off camera.
This is a big misunderstanding.
Yeah.
I have not seen you fight in front of the company, in front of anywhere. So do you fight or
Obviously.
what are the reasons? Do you fight for the company?
Yeah, many times. Like many times, not like casually as well, but being brother sister, that's like obvious that we fight.
We fight, but we also have this like an internal agreement that we won't fight in front of everyone.
Yeah, that has to be
All
done.
the fighting happens at home.
Yes.
Right. I'll let everybody in the company know this. And, okay, so moving on to a serious question. When did you join the company?
I think we founded this company in 2016.
Yeah.
Then only I joined.
So you were there from the start.
Yes. I did all the incorporation stuff.
Okay. Father of CA.
Yes.
Alright.
The annual returns. Even though
that
they're
is
like
the
it's
question I
done.
wanted to ask to Aditya, that if you don't have someone who can incorporate for you, like you have a blessing in disguise, a sister and a CA sister. So a lot of people don't have. For example, when I was thinking that I will also start a company, the question that I had, how will I incorporate and how will I have the funds to incorporate, takes around 15 to 20,000. So what should they do when they think about incorporating a company?
There are a lot of services out there now that you can get it for cheap.
But when you're starting at college, you don't really want to invest in incorporating and all that.
I feel I guess the real question is, how do you handle all your finances? How do you do? Because incorporating is just I guess a starting point. Just reach out to as many people as you can, network, find someone who's good in finances, who knows, have a little knowledge. For me, I was lucky. I have my own sister who has pretty good knowledge base in all the financial operations. It's about finding the right people and finding the right fight team.
Okay, so when he started company, he must have told you the idea that what he wanted to do and all that. So did you just brush him away, or you thought that it's actually a good idea? What were your views?
No, we actually refined it over a gradual period of time. So earlier it was just like, let's incorporate, let's start the work. Then gradually we arrived at the main core idea. But yeah, we did argue in the start that should we do it or should we not do it? Should we do it from a proprietorship firm or should we go in for a private limited company? Because like as we know, funding generally comes to a company, and we had big ideas, so we thought let's start big so that we do not we arrive at a goal that we have set for ourselves. So that was the thing. Like we did argue in the start, but gradually settles. So it settled in the end.
Have you achieved that goal?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
So what is
Obviously
your
not.
vision, independent vision for the company?
I would say an IPO on the Nasdaq.
What?
IPO on the Nasdaq.
Okay. That's like 10 years down the line.
No.
How many years?
Okay. How many years? I would want it like next year, maybe.
Next year?
You never know.
Then I'm staying in this company.
And you'll get equity ESOP.
Yeah. Okay. So, you have seen Aditya grow from
Yes.
zero, and in this company he's 2.5 years old. So how do you think the company helped him evolve as a person?
So I think he had that leadership right from the start, but
Okay.
yeah, working with people helped him more socially, on a social front. Like he learned how to work in a group and then how to actually become a good manager, because they started with 5, now we are 50. So it's kind of a big jump, and everyone in the company accepts him as a leader. So it means he has done his duties very rightly. So he has evolved into a good businessman, I would say. Yeah.
What do you think is his weakness?
Weakness.
I think his weakness is the soft spot for people. He trusts people very easily.
Yeah, that is one thing. But generally, I just save him from that. Most of the time, I try to.
Okay, so you play the bad cop.
Yeah, I just analyze from a different angle because I know what would be his reaction. But then his weakness, yeah, this is one. And the other, he's very impromptu, like as in he will take, like he just believe in execution.
Alright.
So according to me, it should be very planned and everything should be considered before doing these things. But he is developing. Now we really discuss on things. We too are evolving with the company. So it has to be gradually.
So same question to you.
Yeah.
How do you think that Aanchal has evolved in this company in the past 2.5 years, the changes you see?
Yeah, she's still the same. No, good. I feel there are a lot of good changes that I've seen. Again, I would say from the social front, like we were lone individuals working our way out. Now we are a big team, and I would never say that like two of us are running the company, is everyone running the company. So accepting it as them as a group. So I feel where like Aanchal has worked really well in actually working from a single person, because she's a very hard worker and she used to do everything on her own. So now I see delegating and working in a team. That's where I see she's evolved.
So, final question. What is the advice that you would give yourself, the 18-year-old Aditya,
18-year-old Aditya.
on something you regret?
Well, I actually am a very kid. I'm a very positive. I don't regret anything. That like I'm saying that is also a cliche. And advice would be just hang in there, have that confidence in you, and it will work out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I hustler, I used to do a lot of things. So.
Yeah, I would
Millennial
I
boy
would
has
really add something that like I remember his struggle, how he used to say, no, I want to do this. I am really inclined towards it. So I would really say to the 18-year-old Aditya, like keep that thing on because it will actually turn true and never give up.
Alright. Same question for you. 18-year-old Aanchal.
Okay. I would say don't take CA that seriously because I really did that. And I don't think like I regret that, but yeah, that thing kept me positive about things. So, and maybe do CFA instead of CA. Okay?
So you're CFA level 2.
Yeah.
Okay guys, that's it for today. And I hope this company hits $1 billion soon so that I have a lot of ESOP as well. That's it. Thank you so much.
Okay. Well,
Okay, thank you.